What's up? It's me. Literally. Anyway, hello there. I'm back after my, conical depression.
Congratulations! Woo! Yeah! Why is he still saying God?
Seriously, worst week of my life. But I'm back, this time with a video. Very different from my usual live stream, and that's for a good reason, I promise. Also, I mean, I have film lore. I have to use it. Nevertheless, if you're unable to read, this is me detailing my Geometry Dash progression journey. All the way until 9 circles. I'm still working on that one, so that's not included here. If you liked the video, I might be streaming soon. I have a job and school to keep up with, but if those are ever not in the way, I'll probably be streaming some attempts on whatever demon I'm currently on. Or maybe I'll be going through map packs or gauntlet. I don't know. Whatever it is, you can catch me there. Or here. I stream on YouTube. Anyway! Yes. Stereo madness, where all journeys begin. Most of the time, at least. I beat it in practice mode. If you notice, it says 2019. Since I'm not a god, I don't remember why I had bought the game. Probably some YouTuber played it and I thought, that looks awesome. I beat Stereo Madness in practice mode and then I beat back on track? If we have to believe what Steam has to say, my base game progression was Stereo Madness practice mode in 2019, back on track normal mode in 2022, Stereo Madness and Polargeist in normal mode on the same day, 16th of December in 2023, and then back on track in practice mode January 12th? I have no clue what any of this means, but from what I remember, I went Stereo Madness, back on track, Polargeist, Dry Out, Base After Base, Time Machine, Jumper, Can't Let Go, and Dash and Electroman Adventures fight for the same place. Now you might be thinking two things. First off, what the hell do you jump to Time Machine and then take steps back to do the levels before? And to that I say, just wait and see what I do next. Second off, where are the other levels? Don't worry, that also plays into my previous answer. Let's talk about my first demon. My completion of this level came sometime before Electroman Adventures according to my Steam achievements. I was recommended to play it by someone, why? I'd assume because it was the easiest demon at the time. Just to reiterate, my current hardest was Time Machine. But I played it anyway, because how bad could it really be? It took me 30 minutes. Also, I have no genuine footage of me completing Forsaken City, so what you're watching here is a mock version instead. Oh, I definitely did not look like this. For anyone who didn't know, this level is based on Celeste. That is all I can say about that because I know nothing else about Celeste. On replay, the gameplay is actually pretty fun, and now that I have the knowledge of buffering orbs, it was a lot easier on this go around compared to my first. On my first, I got stuck for a while in this part of the level and I started to lose my mind a little bit, but nevertheless, I persevered and conquered my first demon. Pretty good, huh? And then I did Electroman Adventures. My second demon came shortly after. Okay, trust me, if you sat through all of that, I promise, this is where it gets good. Now, some may say Time Machine, Forsaken City, or Electroman Adventures, whichever you consider my previous hardest to Clubstep, is kind of an extreme jump, and yeah, I'd agree. It wasn't planned to end up like that though. My quote-unquote rival had made it to about 30% on Clubstep before he had to hack his way through. And I thought, why not give it a shot? Throw my hat in the ring and see where it lands. I had some pretty good attempts on it. I got the muscle memory down and eventually I could do all of the first 25% pretty consistently. So how bad could the level actually be? Bad. Very, very bad. And because I understood why he hacked the ship part, it was complete and utter torture. But then after like a day of practice, I got it pretty consistent and I was like, sweet, guess that's it then. But like the ending to a cartoon show, I looked back at Clubstep with a somber look in my eyes. I wasn't ready to let him go. Thought, how much harder is the rest of the level? Not that hard, actually. After the ship part, everything seemed to be just filler. There were a few hiccups at 67%, but nothing too major. But then I got to 75%. You had to be a ship god to get through 75%. I saw that. What you had to do at 75, I looked it dead in the eyes and I said, try me. All of that began my month-long journey to beat Clubstep, which I unfortunately do not have a lot of actual footage of. There's some, but it's not accurate to what I'm saying. No footage here is in chronological order, except for the completion video. Anyway, I'll jumpstart somewhere, and I started in practice mode. I kinda went insane around the 300 attempt mark, but it took me around 500 attempts and some change to finish it in practice. And little by little, by February 8th, I had already gotten 67% on Clubstep. But I had a problem. You see, 67 and onward, it kept messing me up. My ship control was absolute dog, and that's not good considering most of the finishing third is in the ship game mode. It's also important to note that around this time I started really getting into Geometry Dash, watching YouTubers, Geometry Dash documentaries. Wait, what's this? The Race to Beat Silent Clubstep. Now, good video, I'll admit, but none of it really applied to me. Except for the fact I saw them do these runs in practice mode. Up until this point, I was just using practice mode as, okay, how many attempts do I need to beat this? But these people did something special. They pressed the gear icon, set their auto checkpoints off, placed a checkpoint, and went from there. This has been cleverly dubbed the Uncle Sam strat, because this guy from Doggy's Silent Clubstep video had everything on lock. The idea is, if you keep on practicing one part, even if you're getting worse and worse at the game as time goes on, you're still putting in that muscle memory, which will come in clutch later down the line. So from there on out, I spent my days attempting 67 to 100. It was hard. Like really, really hard. I could get 67 to 75 done pretty easily, but everything after 75, it was impossible to get anything consistent. I just couldn't. So I changed up my strategy here. I noticed that every time I went through a portal, I sort of lost control of my ship, which is not good. How do I counter this? Just let go of the button whenever I approach the portal. It left this ship at a sort of neutral state as it flew through the portal, where I could pick it back up again and repeat. And this actually worked. I still had 82 and onward to deal with, but for now, I was pretty impressed. Most of the level had been learned over the course of around 3,000 to 4,000 attempts, but I was close, probably. Yeah, no, I wasn't close at all. I died at 67 again, and then I got really demotivated. I de-stressed by playing other levels like platformers, gauntlet levels, some of the Geometry Dash spin-offs, you know, the works. I'd choose to get back to Clubstep later. One day I got 92%. I was at the very end, and then I choked it. That number stayed. It did not go away. Almost tauntingly. Needless to say, I really needed to work on nerve control, but at this point I was way too distraught. But then I thought about it. Someone said he didn't think I'd beat it before the end of the month, and that time was approaching rather quickly. And I'm a stubborn person. So you know what? Give me that goddamn up arrow. I'll show you who's John Clubstep. February 22nd. And there it is, done. That was tiring, but I got like 50 achievement from it, so that's chill. Oh, right. And then I did everything else. I didn't want to distract myself with all the other levels, so I stuck to Clubstep and kept on saying, don't worry, I'll beat it after Clubstep. Even though I did go to spin-offs during that time and gauntlet levels and whatever. But that doesn't matter. Demon number 2.5, it counts because I said so. For the record, I have beaten at least every level twice except for Electrodynamics. That is because it is an extreme demon. Anyhow, this was long, wasn't it? and we've only covered 2 demons. If you're hoping the other ones won't be as long, we're in luck. Clubstep was only that long because of its milestone-like nature. I also got a crazy ship skill boost because of it. It still comes in handy today. And also, it just means a lot to me as a level. Let's talk about the easiest level in the game now. Low-key, easier than Clubstep. All it is a bit of memory and not a lot of skill. With that said, I died at 96. Twice. Honorable mentions being 89 and 91, so yeah, I really gotta work on nerve control. Also, I beat it in 3 days. I was kinda bad at it the first, but the day I beat it in practice mode, I locked in, and the day after I locked in even more, because that was the day I beat the level. Then I beat it again for the second coin because I passed it up on my first attempt. Fairly easy, 2.1k attempts, lower than Clubstep but above Forsaken City. I'm gonna be ranking these on difficulty now. What's 4th? Deadlocked? Wrong! I said Deadlocked was going to be my 5th, so we need a substitute. I peeped the demon ladder and saw Speed of Light. Said to myself, I like that song, I'm gonna beat that level, and then I beat the level. I'll note that at this time I was still going for the 3rd coin in Clubstep, which I just couldn't seem to get. Beating the level once was hard enough, but now I have to do it again, in a harder route, and I failed it, twice. I really hope my nerve control, or lack thereof, doesn't come up and fuck me up later. That'll never happen. Anyhow, March 12th, anyone? Oh my god. Oh, thank God. Around the same difficulty as Theory of Everything too, if I'm being honest. But I'll put it a little lower because the hardest part is the starting wave. After that, it's just a snooze fest. Speaking of hardest part being the first wave, Deadlocked. Now, I knew from the get-go that this was another pretty big jump. I was checking the demon ladder and I expected Deadlocked to be around the difficulty of Clubstep and Toad 2, but no, it's actually borderline medium demon at a whopping tier 4.81. I was gonna put it off for a bit and do some side quests, but my rival is back, and he's boasting about how he can clear the starting wave after practicing it for a bit. And you already know how much I hate losing. I was back at the grind, over and over again, same spot. First wave will be wait a minute. Uncle Sam was calling to me. This time with a better idea. Fuck the first wave. You know what I was gonna do instead? Practice everything after it. Get it consistent, and then whenever I do the first wave, it's just smooth sailing. This strategy comes up a lot later. Like, a lot. But anyhow, let's see how this idea played out. Pretty well actually. Start date was March 9th, so let's see how long this took. March 15th. I did it in around 6 days. About 5,000 attempts accumulated. Placed right above Clubstep. Some goobers ruined my completion video, but it's okay. Why? Because I beat it 2 more times after someone said, all coins, whenever I showed them I had beaten Deadlocked. I only got the middle one. March 20th, 5 days after I had beaten Deadlocked. I beat it twice more, getting the first and third coins respectively. So, what was left? I did another huge jump, so where to now? We're stepping back, Demon number 6, Demon Park. I thought I'd at least acknowledge where the difficulty itself stemmed from. I was just playing whatever looked fun at the time as well, and I could get behind Demon Park, but it wasn't my first choice. My original 6th was this level called Ratio Circles, but after declaring that I was way too shit at the wave to beat this level in my current lifetime, I dropped it for the time being. That left me with Demon Park. Genuinely a cinch of a level. It was the first demon though, so I guess I'll let it slide. Around 700 attempts, below speed of light. From here, I was a confused guy. I went back to Ratio Circles, and I got 34, but the upside down part was just way too damn hard. It didn't help that I also got styled on by a seasoned war veteran, so I dropped it again, and I'm a little lost in where to go next. Also, I beat Tidal Wave. After becoming the 3rd victor of Tidal Wave, I'm recommended Demon Pack 3, so why not give it a try? This is a speed round. I did all of these demons in quick succession, but I'll give my thoughts on them. Weenie Hut Jr. Saga. Number 1, The Nightmare. Yeah, this was easy. I have no clip of me beating it, but the level put up an okay fight. In all honesty, it's like an 8-star though. There's tricky timings in the ball at the end, but that's about it. 285 attempts, and I think I beat it in 2 days, going below Demon Park. Quick flashing lights warning before it happens. Skip to 1732 if you don't want to see it. Number 2, The Lightning Road. Genuinely one of the easiest levels I've ever played. 1 star because it's a fucking auto level. All of this is just visual effects. I've been playing gauntlets, I can deal with those. I beat it in 1 day and it goes below Forsaken City. 108 attempts. Number 3, Crescendo. Definitely the hardest out of Demon Pack 3, but that's not saying a lot because it's Demon Pack 3. Also one of the least memorable of the trio because all I remember is that it turns into Theory of Everything for its latter half. Sort of difficult timings, but that's all this level has to offer. Beat in 1 or 2 days, 288 attempts, and it goes right above the Nightmare. If you've been counting, we've reached number 10, which is why I actually start documenting stuff. I've been doing gauntlet levels in between the demons, so I've actually started to become pretty damn good at this game. Having most gauntlets cleared before opening Change of Scene. If you want a gauntlet progression video, I don't know, let me know and I'll make one, but only if I'm told one is wanted. Change of Scene. I saw this level during the Geometry Dash Awards and my jaw dropped. I thought, how? How do you do that in game? It's Geometry Dash, this is where the block goes over a spike. And I also thought, why was everyone screaming Raid Tidal Wave? And it kind of took away from the whole, award show to celebrate Geometry Dash, but that's off topic. I wanted this to be my 10th demon. It looked cool and fun and awesome, and I knew it was going to take a lot of effort and time to be... It took me around 4 hours of allotted playtime. You can check the streams if you want. I accidentally muted my audio whenever I beat it so you couldn't hear me pop off, but I did. I didn't expect to beat it that fast, but again, I did. Above speed of light, beat in 1,412 attempts. Let's go into the 2nd gen of demons, 10 and after. What's up first? Ratio Circles? Again, I'm trying. I really am, but I just cannot do it. So what if we went for a harder level? A medium demon? And everybody's favorite medium demon? B. Well, kind of. I was practicing this level on and off. I knew I'd get bored of it if I dedicated a lot of time to do solely that, so I looked to Uncle Sam for advice. Whenever I got bored, I'd boot it up, go into practice, and play through 60 to 100. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't. It just mattered which way the tide was moving that day. But all you need to do is put a bookmark in that. I'll come back to it later. During this time, I was still heavy grinding the gauntlet, so my next levels were also pretty well documented. 11th was Down Under, which is a great fucking level. Beautiful art style, fun gameplay, and it's definitely below Crescendo in terms of difficulty. Took me around 84 attempts, which might be a little off. I'm still listening to Thundering Typhoon, which is a great song. I was struggling to say it was a good level during the stream because I didn't know if it was gonna backstab me, but it didn't, and I'm glad. Sinless Ash. I love Jiraiya and I also love this level. I had a stump at the end because, well, I don't have control of my nerves, so I died at the end a few lot of times. But the attempt where I realized my go would have been disappointed in me, I had to lock in. Pretty good, above Crescendo. 13th, change of scene again. There's not a lot to say here, around 32 attempts, same thing as number 10. 14th, Crush. I did this during my Demon Progression stream where I was like, wait, I need to do a 14th so B can be my 15th. Crush is super easy. All it is just a bit of stamina. Maybe the wave or robot will get you, but it's really not a lot to worry about. Above the Nightmare. 15th, B. Remember this one? I really hope you do, because it was not that long ago whenever I talked about it. Anyhow, I'd been practicing this one on and off, and now it's time to bring it to the big stage. My first medium demon, and I choked at 96. But then I bring it back later! Pretty good, and I do it about an hour into my Demon Progression stream. Go watch it if you want to have fun. 16th, your minds are gonna be blown. Up, editor me back again, putting the pause on this. Flashing lights warning again, skip to 2222 if you don't want to see it. Ratio circles. I actually did it within my lifetime. Like B, I had been practicing it on and off, but not nearly as much. So, right then and there, I chose to stick my time into it. I'll take a quote from the guy who styled on me. That's a very much, if you can beat it, you can easily beat it. But if you can't, you're not gonna do it level. It took me a while, but after a quick intermission to play Bloodbath, I somehow got it. About 3k attempts were poured into that level, and I'm having trouble deciding if it's above or below Clubstep, but I'll put it above for now. Honestly, it was pretty fun. Very satisfying gameplay once you can play the game. Good song, and not too rage-inducing. 17th, Sakupen Egg. I went crazy over this name during the first stream. Like, I could not stop giggling and laughing about this dumbass name. Sakupen Egg, what does it mean? Sakupen Egg? Like, am I not supposed to break the egg? The egg gets broken at the end anyways. Spoiler alert, they crack the egg. There's a bird inside it, I think, or was it yolk? I don't remember. Anyway, I got most of it down surprisingly well. No shock, the only parts which gave me trouble were the two waves. The second one being actually really easy compared to the first. In the first one I tried so many options, but that transition to the mini wave was not kind to me. So I switched things up a little bit. Instead of my erratic spam, I made it controlled spam. And looky here, I got through just fine. After my technique adjustment, everything went rather smoothly. Above B in difficulty. I don't like this one. I mean, I liked it, but I don't like it. This was also after my transition to just recording what I was doing because I felt too burnt out of social conversations to stream. And enough dilly-dallying. This is hell. A level similar to Deadlocked in Speed of Light where your only enemy is nerve controlled because all of the difficulties put into the first wave. And wow, when I say all of the difficulty, I mean all of the difficulty. It really doesn't matter about all the difficulty put into the first wave whenever you're dealing with easy demons like Speed of Light and Deadlocked. But on the demon ladder, hell was tier 9. That is 2 tiers away from hard demons, so yeah, it was fucking difficult. I did the Uncle Sam strat as always, but man, I could not make it through that first wave. Believe me when I say, if you were to put all of my attempts on this level, you'd see a majority of them be in the wave section. The issue with the Uncle Sam strat was that I needed to pass the first part for muscle memory to even set into action. I didn't want to practice the wave because that meant, well, what if I get to 100 because it was just so close to the start? Why risk it? I also did not want to play this level again, so nerve control issue strikes. Yeah, I got pissed at that, but not too much later I beat it, so that's fine. 4.6k attempts and I have not touched the level since. Above Sakupen Egg in difficulty, only recommend if you're good at the wave, because otherwise you'll be at that 12 to 22 for a while. 19th. At the time I'm recording this, I'm not done with the level, but I'll talk about it anyway. It's called Resurrection. A ship and wave level by Hins, I think you pronounce that. I want to take a break from all the wave bullshit I was put through with those past 3. It's also a tier 10 demon on the demon ladder, which is borderline hard demon. Perfect for my 19th, which would be a gateway into my 20th. You know, a hard demon. It's not that bad, the ship sections are deadly, but it's still much more enjoyable than what I had been recently playing. The song fits super well. It's a 1.9 level, so the sync is a little off, but I can forgive that. I honestly didn't think I'd have that much fun playing a 1.9 level, but there I was. It acting as a final boss, the gatekeeper for hard demons, is actually a really fun idea. It gives the level a more intimidating factor, which it already kind of has. Whenever I beat it, it goes above hell. And that's all of them. All 19. And ranked. See? Right there. The 20th is coming soon whenever I have the time. I just wanted to get this video out for preservation purposes, because I love preservation. It's why I'm recording my entire demon journey. If you liked it and stayed to the end, I stream a lot. Well, I used to. I might again. I don't know when I'll make another video like this, but it'll most likely be about my next demon milestone or gauntlets, depending on the reception this video gets. But for now, that's all. It's time for me to go conquer the 9 circles. Put the pause on this again. Another flashing lights warning. Skip to 20. Oh shit, I'm not fast enough. Pretty good, and I do about an kill someone. Kill someone about it. Anyway. Hey, it's editor me. At the time I said I didn't have Resurrection beaten. Yeah, I did that today. So, separate video is gonna be about that. What I really want to address is though, you made it all the way here, which is absolutely crazy. I know the quality in the video just like, it fluctuates from time to time, and rewatching I was like, wow, I could really fix this. But also, I don't have the time to fix this. So, if you sat through all of that, thank you. Thank you.